Bad girls that look innocent. How to identify them. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notifications button if you haven't already. Okay, today we're going to be talking about bad girls who look innocent. Why do they look innocent? Why are they trying to portray the image of looking innocent, and how to identify them. And the reason why I'm talking about this situation is because this is where a lot of men get sucked in at. A lot of men fall for the chameleon girl. They fall for the girl that can blend in. The succubus. The Jezebel. They fall for all the girls that play the mind games, that know how to adjust their personality to the likings of what a man wants. And one of the very few ways that they do it, and when they do it good, is trying to portray the image of an innocent woman. She tries to play the role of a submissive woman. All right? Where does she first capture you at? She captures you with her innocence. See, let's first jump into the look of an innocent woman. Typically, innocent women don't even dress provocative. They're always covered up. Their mindsets are typically boring women. They're women that don't think they're pretty. Even if you give them a compliment, they wouldn't believe you. See, innocent women are conservative. They don't believe in showing themselves. So when a man looks at an innocent woman, he looks to her to be loyal, but also a woman that will conform to him. Why does the bad girl portray this image? It's because she wants to be saved. But in most cases, she sees something that he has and she knows what he's looking for. See, you have girls that are bad because they have a lot of mental issues going on. They wasn't around thorough men. They didn't learn from guys that were actually doing things with their life. They learned from the loser. But then you have women that play the same game as the girls that are dating nothing but losers, but they're actually dating guys with money. They're playing a game with guys with accomplishments, but just maybe weak beta males. So they understand the needs and wants of a man of value. While other girls that play the succubus role will continue to date the drug dealers, the rappers, the losers, the guys that are in jail. This other type of girl, that's the chameleon, she's always aiming for the successful ones that are more steady. She's aiming for the ones that are easy to capture. And she knows that her illusion of an innocent woman is going to draw him in faster because men of success have egos. So when a bad girl is going to portray the role of an innocent woman, she is strictly aiming for a successful man. And it's going to start off with her look. She's going to look very conservative. She's not going to be loud with the hairdos. She's going to have less makeup. See, innocent women don't wear the loud makeup. They wear the more natural makeup that don't last that long. This is why they have less breakouts on their face. They don't wear weaves at all. They normally have a typical boring hairdo. So the bad girl tries to portray the same role. She tries to go out and look very conservative. The only thing is, a less experienced guy is not going to catch that hitting bad girl underneath because he's going to be paying attention to everything that woman is saying to her. That's one of the ways that you're going to have to tell the difference between a good girl and a bad girl is by the way that she talks. See, good girls and innocent women don't believe in themselves at all. They're the type of girls that don't know how pretty they are. They're the type of girls that don't like confrontation whatsoever. So in a lot of cases, she doesn't know how to say what she wants. So she's willing to confine into something that she doesn't agree with just to keep from going through confrontation. As a beta male and future red pill guy that are watching my videos, this is something that you could relate to. You could relate being the guy that don't believe in yourself and dealing with a woman that was bad for you, but you just conformed to it because you wanted less confrontation. All right, it's the same thing with an innocent woman. But when you have a succubus woman, a bad girl, trying to portray the role of an innocent woman, she can only do it with looks. And if the guy is unexperienced, he's gonna only pay attention to her looks, and then he's gonna go with what she's telling him, because he won't know how to spot if she's good or bad. See, one thing you gotta notice, when she looks real innocent, but she loves to talk, she's a bad girl. When she loves to debate, she's a bad girl. You know why? Because she has confidence. Good girls don't have confidence. Good girls don't like to argue. Good girls don't like to debate. Good girls are not a know-it-all. So when you have a woman who looks like a good girl, but she wants to debate, she wants to argue, she wants to fight, she's really a bad girl hidden underneath. And the reason why I say that is because when you're a liar, you can't hold on to a lie for too long. So you have to understand the bad girl that's playing the innocent role is aiming for a borderline simp who is completely confused through life. This is the type of girl that's gonna aim for the nerd. This is where you're gonna see a lot of nerds with a bad woman, because that bad girl came at him looking very submissive at first, but he didn't catch her arguments. He didn't catch her aggressiveness when she's trying to portray that role just to get him. Once she became controlling, it's typically too late because he's already fell in love with the sex. And this is why bad girls are gonna play the role of an innocent woman, because it gets them in the door faster if he only pays attention to her looks and what she is telling him. Now, in order to read this as a man, you must understand this. Good girls are not promiscuous. What I say that is, a good girl goes completely out of the way to not lead you down the wrong direction. In other words, a good girl is not gonna go back to your house. A good girl is not gonna go on a date where it's gonna be dark. She's not gonna put herself in a position to have you thinking other than her wanting to get to know you. But when you're dealing with a bad girl who's acting as an innocent woman, she's gonna do all the things that a bad girl does while pretending to be a good girl. So you may get a lot of, this is my first time, I don't do this, I don't tell anybody that, I stay to myself. You have to realize, the more defensive she talks, the more she tries to prove herself, the more of a bad girl she is, because good girls do not like to talk. They don't like to defend themselves. They're more submissive. They give into confrontation. They don't go against it. Good women have nothing to prove. The bad girl thinks she could talk her way into your life, then you see her confident comes out later when she does the switchy swap. When she starts flip-flopping her personalities. But by that time, it's too late. Read it at the beginning of the relationship. Read it when you first meet her, all right? A lot of bad girls nowadays are trying to switch over to that role. But you gotta look at their face. Their eyes see through the soul. Their eyes, and they will see through the soul, and it's gonna tell you if this woman is good or bad. But your experiences as a man, the more successful you become, the more women you deal with, the more of these type of women you're gonna see coming into your life. Because especially the more successful and structured you are, when you first meet her, she's gonna be playing that role of an innocent woman. And then as the relationship continue to go, the bad girl is gonna come out. But you have to start reading it when she's getting loud. To help you identify them, a good trait is to think about yourself. Always think about yourself. Always remember, when you was that good guy and you bragged about being a good guy, whenever you was around the crowd and you was quiet because maybe there was another alpha male there and you didn't want to say nothing to interrupt people, how conservative you was about things, how soft-spoken you was, how you didn't believe in yourself. All those things, even all the way down to the girl that you dated when you were trying to be the perfect guy and she was treating you bad. Well, an innocent woman has that same trait. So when you go to deal with women, start thinking about yourself and seeing how is she acting that connects to you, not just how she looks, and that'll help you better to understand and identify the bad girl. But remember, only a succubus bad girl can chameleon herself into being an innocent woman. All the other girls, you're gonna be able to spot them from a long distance. You'll be able to, she ain't gonna even attempt it because she knows she can't do it. She can't change her personality. She can't change her tone. She can't change everything around her. Only the succubus woman can. So chances are when you're dealing with a bad girl that plays the innocent role, you gotta be on top of your game with women in order to spot it, or you'll find yourself wrapped up and caught up and sitting somewhere inside divorce court. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.